Quick reminder, this is all a theory and speculation. I'm exploring ideas about Life is Strange double exposure and Max's abilities. So take all of this with a grain of salt and let's have some fun with these theories.
That's a lot of responsibility and that's a lot of power. Where does it come from? Because we know Max to have had powers in the past, right?
Yeah, she actually does not have her rewind powers anymore. She has not used it because of the trauma associated with it and fear of what might happen. And so when Safi is murdered, she can't rewind. It's like losing fluency in a language. But she does care enough about Safi that she's willing to use the new version of her power, the shifting, to try to help her friend. But why that has happened is Max doesn't know. It's kind of at the heart of the story.
This is Max Caulfield, and this is Max Caulfield almost 10 years later in Life is Strange double exposure. In the newest installment of the Life is Strange franchise, we'll explore how Max gained her new powers after nearly a decade of not using her rewind abilities. Let's dive into it. Nearly 100% of you guys who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so consider subscribing before finishing this video. Now, you'd think after the traumatic events of Life is Strange 1, after Max repeatedly messing up the timeline and deciding to stop using her rewind powers altogether, that would be the end of it. No more powers, right? 10 years of not using her abilities and forgetting how to rewind should mean she's powerless now. The rewind was the core of her powers, and her abilities to freeze time and travel through photos were all linked to it. Without the rewind, it seems like she'd have nothing left. So, how is it that in double exposure, she suddenly has the power of parallel reality? How did this new ability emerge? How did she manifest it? Well, I'm here to tell you. Her potential for unlocking new powers goes deeper than you think. Max Caulfield, despite forgetting how to use her rewind powers in double exposure, isn't powerless. In Life is Strange 1, Max didn't even know she had powers until the moment she witnessed Chloe getting shot by Nathan in the bathroom. That intense emotional event triggered something deep inside her, allowing her to activate her rewind ability for the first time. This sudden manifestation of her powers, without any prior knowledge or experience, shows that her abilities are intrinsically linked to her emotional state and the urgency of the situation. Similarly, in Life is Strange double exposure, despite not using her abilities for years and even believing she has forgotten how to use them, Max can still manifest new powers. The traumatic experiences and high-stress situations in double exposure likely act as a catalyst for her new abilities. Just as witnessing Chloe's shooting unlocked her rewind powers, these new intense moments unlock her parallel reality powers. This comparison highlights how Max's abilities are not just about conscious control, but about her innate potential and emotional triggers guiding her emergence of her new powers. In Life is Strange double exposure, even after years without using her abilities and swearing to never use rewind again to its chaotic consequences, Max discovers her new powers such as parallel reality and pulse abilities and the shift ability. How does she manifest these powers? Unlike in Life is Strange 1, where she accidentally triggered rewind, her trauma and self-imposed restrictions now prevent her from reactivating her rewind in double exposure. Instead, her emotional triggers and innate ability to develop new abilities guide her towards powers linked to multiple universes and themes of time. This includes her parallel reality power, which emerges as a substitute for her restricted rewind ability. Max's discovery of new powers in double exposure highlights her strong tie to manipulating time, expanding beyond mere rewind. Her body and emotions determine which powers surface, illustrating an innate link with her abilities and her emotional well-being, as demonstrated in her progression of freezing time to navigating timelines via photographs, enabling her to evoke powers tailored to the situation. Now, considering all these points, it's clear that Max's journey with her powers is far from straightforward. From accidentally discovering her rewind ability in Life is Strange 1 to unlocking her powers in Double Exposure due to emotional triggers and innate potential, her connection to time and reality is incredibly deep and complex. This theory, while speculative, aims to piece together how Max's abilities could evolve and adapt over time. The realm of possibilities for her powers is vast. Her potential to call upon abilities within the realm of time is much deeper than we initially think. As we await the release of Double Exposure, it's fascinating to consider how Max might continue to develop and what new powers she might uncover. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Max's potential. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Life is Strange content. Feel free to share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the unknown. Goodbye.